Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you watch this video. My name is Lynnell Grimes, and today we're going to work on some yoga poses, and we're going to focus on some core and balance. And I'm going to start standing up today. So have a chair or a counter close to you so we can begin to work on our core and our balance. The older we get, the more important balance becomes. So let's just start with our feet about hip-width apart and start just lifting your heels and your toes. And as you do that, just become aware of your rectus abdominis and your transverse abdominis, the abdominal muscles that run from the rib cage down to the pubic bone. And they're right through here. You could see them. You know they're in there. They're under there somewhere, right? The deepest one is the transverse. And that one is always working. It's active, but we can also make it work a little harder by adding some flexion and extension in our rib cage. So just keep lifting heels and toes first, and notice how you're engaging. You're starting to draw the navel to the spine, helping with your balance. And keep a little bend in your knees, and observe the pelvic floor, your root lock. Excuse me, that is also helping you with balance. So now let's go to single heel lift and down, and lift and down. Keep lifting those heels up and down, and heel up and down. Our breathing, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Again, inhaling. So keep that yoga breathing going as we lift a heel up. Exhale, heel down. Lifting this right heel up. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. And down. And inhale, lift. And down. Let's start to lift the heels and toes one more time just to find our balance. We're going to sink into our right foot, lifting your left heel, step back. On that toe. See how this feels. Feel the weight on both legs. Your heel's not down on the back foot though. So if I turn to the side, you can see that my heel is still lifted. I'm hinging a little bit from my hips. Arms can go back, and arms can come up. Inhale, exhale, arms go back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. And one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Now we can slide this toe forward and slide it back. Or we can lift the knee up and toe back or lift back. So let's begin to hinge. Inhale up and exhale back. And one more up. And take it back. That chair is there anytime you need it. Now push that heel down. Bring this fat foot here. So now we're facing forward, and I've got my feet closer together. And I just want you to lift this toe up and down. Up and down. Just notice how strong this left leg is right now as you lift the toe. Now lift the toe and bring the knee up. And right here, just hold and balance. The knee doesn't have to be high. It can be anywhere here you can balance. And if you lose your balance, tap the toe and lift again. Tap the toe and lift again, and feel all parts of this foundational foot. And lift. And lift and hold. And release down. Let's change legs. So now we have the right leg back. We can still stay on this side of the chair if we need to. Or you can go to the other side, whatever feels good to you. So we're going to lift that back heel. And we're going to step together first. So we're going to step back. So as you step back, you hinge. And first, let's just kind of drag this toe up and take it back. So our spine is neutral, and we're engaging our core to balance. Bring it forward and take it back. Now you can lift it back, arms can be back, hands can be here, or hand can be on the chair. And we're gonna exhale on this side, bring the knee up. And inhale, either tap the toe back or lift the leg back. Exhale, coming up. And inhale, balance. Feeling these core muscles, feeling your strong foundational left leg. Exhale, lift. And back. And one more. Exhale, up. And inhale back. This is a modified warrior 3. And bring that foot up. Let's take this arm up, reach and stretch to the side. Draw the abdominals in and squeeze your left glute to help the right side of the body stretch. Coming up, changing sides. So brace your abdominals, reaching up through the left side. Contract your right glute. Just squeeze that glute muscle to help the left side of the body have stabilization to stretch. And release down. That felt pretty good, didn't it? So the next one is a standing core move. We're going to engage our rectus abdominis and transverse. You want to kind of pull your abdominals in. You want to squeeze the rib cage. Hands are going to be here, and we're going to exhale, rounding through the upper back, navel pulling the spine. Inhale, come up tall, and shoulders go back. Brace your core. Exhale, underneath the rib cage. Squeeze, 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 navel to spine. Looking down at the floor. Inhale, come up, and open up the heart a little bit. Elbows go back. Exhale, standing crunch. And inhale, coming up. And how does that feel? Exhale, it's just like cow-cat. Articulating, finding space in the vertebra. So exhale, round the back, the upper back, draw the belly in, and inhale, come up tall. Let's take our legs out, go to easy rotation. Know where your chair is, that you're not gonna hit that chair. And let's think about the obliques, the muscles that help us bend side to side and that help us with rotation. So if we want to work those muscles, we're going to take our left leg back, and we're going to bring this arm up. Now your hand can be here. You can bring the knee up and step back. So if you wanted to have a chair here for stabilization and you needed help, you could be here. Exhale and back. Exhale, and if you need that chair, you're here. Exhale and back. Exhale, step back. If you want it more challenging, bring the foot closer to crossing the back leg, or right here. So then we're exhale, and you get a little bit deeper. Work through that hip. And exhale. Now you can have both arms up if it feels okay. Exhale. So it's all about your landing. How controlled are you in your landing? Exhale. Exhale. Again, it can cross midline or just go straight back. Or it can go right over here. So now let's lift that knee up, grab the knee, lengthen spine, and add rotation to stretch. And release. I'm going to move the chair to the other side to try this side. So first, let's just step back. Let's bring this arm up. So if we exhale and step back, and you can just have your arm down low if you choose. Exhale and back. Or if you like it here, you can be exhale with your fingers on the shoulder. Or arms can be up. Exhale. Now you can start to cross back. Exhale, cross back. Exhale, cross. So all about balance. Feel how strong your left leg is. as you add the rotation. And one side is going to be much easier than the other. And that's why we balance our body. Again, hand can be here. Exhale. So practice. It's okay to hold that chair. If you need the chair, use the chair. The more you practice, the less you'll have to use the chair. Bring the knee up, grab the top of the kneecap or underneath, lengthen, and add the rotation. So feel what you were just working as we hold the pose here. And release. So let's take our legs out wide. Let's get into our legs a little bit more now, turning the toes out. I love coming into a plie squat. Right here, open up. Arms come out. Squeeze those elbows behind your back and extend arms and straighten the legs. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Squeeze, squeeze. And inhale. Notice how my fingers are splayed. My crown is lengthening away from my tailbone. And all my abdominal muscles are stabilizing and working hard to hold me nice and tall as I move down toward the earth and reach up. And 4 more. And up. And 3. And breathing into those hips. Feel your hips nice and strong. Your legs are strong. And feel your foundational feet pressing down into the earth and up. And let those arms float down. Soften your knees, turn your toes to the front, and step in. How you feeling? So let's go now into behind our chair. So spinal balance is a really important exercise to do. If you can't go all the way down to the ground on hands and knees, you can use the chair with your hands, or we could just do a modified version here. So we're going to step back a little further. I'm going to take my left leg back, and I'm going to have my right arm up. As I lift the leg, I'm going to lean over the chair and come up tall. Change legs. Reaching forward and reaching that leg back. And come up tall. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come up tall. Now you should feel your abdominals, you should feel your back muscles. You feel the glute. You don't feel the back muscles overtaking the glute. So make sure that you're not lifting the back leg too high. Keep the alignment of your spine with your leg and your arm. So we could try this without holding the chair. So you're going to lift and reach and down, and it doesn't have to be a high lift at all. Just see if you can lift that toe off the ground. And keep your hand right in line with your leg. So as we lift, maybe the toe comes off the ground and you reach and extend through the arm, through the leg, and down. And changing sides. And lift. Maybe the toe stays down, but you hinge at your hips, keep your spine long. And down. So this is strengthening everything along the back of your body. Let's try it again. Inhale, inhale, lift. Square your hips. So notice if you're lifting that hip up really high. And down. And hand stays on your leg as you lift. Lean forward a little bit. And come up. One more time each side. And last one. And that is standing spinal balance. All right, easy rotation to release our spine. That feels so good, doesn't it? I love a little twisting to just get everything back in alignment. Plus, it's really good for your digestive system too. Gets things moving. If that's a problem or an issue, do more twisting in your life. So the next way to do spinal balance, again, not on hands and knees, is to take our hands on your chair, and I like having my hands toward the edge of the chair. Now you want to make sure that your ankles are right underneath your hips. Spine is long, shoulders are down. So first, just start with a leg lift and come down. Feel the abdominals engaging. Feel what's lifting that leg. Strong shoulders pressing away from ears, okay? So now let's say we take the leg and now we're gonna take the opposite arm and reach for the walls and come down. So first take the leg up, then add the arm, reach, extend, and down. So you can flow with this. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Notice your core strong. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. These are really good for keeping the back of the body strong. And you can feel your core, your strong abdominals stabilizing as we lift opposite arm, opposite leg. And let's do 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. And coming up tall. Ah. All right, so modified down dog in the back of the chair. Lengthen your spine, just like we did, only now we're straight from our fingertips to our tailbone. And just rock your hips side to side like you're a puppy dog wagging a tail. So feel that side body stretch as you rock hips to one side and over to the other. And knees are bent, coming up. Let's have a seat. First time in the chair today. So today was a little bit more about getting up out of your chair. Let's see what we can do. So always remember to take time for your hip openers, for your pigeon. Flex this ankle, lengthen spine and hinge from your hip. And just observe what this hip is saying to you over here. Take some deep breaths. And coming up, changing legs. And bringing this leg up, flexing that ankle a couple times. See how the ankle feels in the calf muscle. Hold the flexion, lengthen your spine, and hinge from your hip, keeping your heart lifted. So the spine is neutral and long. And coming up, and legs down. So let's find this rectus abdominis one more time. Arms up, fingers are splayed, so splay the hands. As you lean back, round your back like a cat, lifting up this right leg, point the toe and reach for your fingers. Draw the abdominals in. So feel the core muscles pulling into the spine, right underneath your rib cage, all the way down to your pubic bone, and squeeze that muscle. And inhale, come up tall. Feel the extension through the spine, the stretch of the abdominals. Arms to the front again. So this time, tuck your tailbone, draw the belly into the spine, lifting this leg up, point the toe, and splay your fingers and reach through your fingers and toe, and pull navel to spine. Feel everything squeezing and engaging, all those muscles right in through here. And coming up tall. Oh, that feels nice. And arms slowly come down. Going into an easy rotation, right hand on the left leg, left hand on the back chair, and then turning your head first, and then look over your shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done it.
And coming to the other side, left hand on the right leg, right hand behind grabbing the chair, sitting as tall as you can. Turning the head first, and then look over the shoulder. And back to center. So how you feeling? Let's relax those hands up, close your eyes, and take some deep breaths. Even with your hands on top of your legs, if you lift a knee lift, you're engaging your abdominals. If you put your hands right here and push them in, when you lift that knee up, you're gonna feel that muscle. So lift, hands can just stay on the sides and lift those knees. And lift, and lift. So this can activate those core muscles that we need to be strong. And yes, we can work them in the chair or we can work them standing up. And taking those legs out, getting a little rotation, reach across the body. Notice how my one elbow goes back. I'm not reaching too far. My head is staying center in the middle of my spine. And I'm just reaching toward the opposite foot, knee and foot. And the other elbow goes back toward the chair. So feel what's happening through the spine. Bracing the core, helping you sit up tall. And bringing those legs in closer together. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come down, hug the knee up to your chest. Draw the abdominals into your spine. And release. Inhale up. Feel the extension through the spine. Exhale, navel pulling the spine, hug the knee into your chest. So feel those muscles we're working here that we worked earlier. You can feel that we've activated them. Taking this arm up to the side, draw navel to spine to stabilize the pose. Feel both of your sit bones on the chair, the base of your pelvis, and changing arms. Lift and reach. And down. And both arms up. And both arms coming down. And reaching to the front. Round the back like a cat. Exhaling. And inhale. Open up. So again, activate the core. Navel pulling to spine. Tuck the tailbone. And compression through the upper rib cage. And lift and open. And again, squeeze, exhale. And inhale. Arms right to the side, eardrops over the shoulder. Notice if you're holding any tension in your shoulders and neck. Slowly come up with the head and keeping the chin slightly tucked, take it to the other side. And center. Take that chin back, shoulders down. Notice the alignment right there by just taking your chin back a little bit. Turn and look over the left shoulder. And slowly turn your head, look over the right. And center. Palms in, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Always take time to check on your shoulders. Notice if you're tense, notice if they're creeping up toward your ears, and then push them down. Lengthen that neck. Inhaling up, exhale, press down. And squeeze those shoulder blades back. And give yourself a big hug. So that's all I've got for you today. Namaste. Practice some standing balance, some spinal balance, whether you're using the chair, with your hands on the chair, on the bottom of the chair, or the top of the chair. You have many choices. Most important, have fun. Namaste.